The Archer Queen, she's one of the strongest troops or heroes inside a Clash of Clans, so today I wanted to bring you a full guide on how to do a queen walk and a queen charge successfully at multiple Town Hall levels. What is up, my friends? My name is Ek, and we're back inside a Clash of Clans today, and I really wanted to bring you a comprehensive guide on multiple levels because everyone that watches these videos are not the same Town Hall level, but the strategy that's being used is similar across whatever Town Hall level you're actually using a queen charge or queen walk. Guys, if you like Clash of Clans, make sure you sub the channel and ring the bell. We have daily content for you guys here every single day, and we're going to start out with a queen charge minor attack on this strategy. A queen charge and a queen walk are two different things. A queen walk is when you put the queen in the base and she just walks around the outside, never makes her way inside of any wall. She just goes around the base. A queen charge is when you get that queen inside of the base to start to take things out from the inside, such as clan castle troops, enemy heroes, Eagle artilleries, as we're going to see in this one. This attack's done from Knight out of Adult War Squad, and he came in with that Electro Dragon first to kind of funnel the queen into the base. Then the king's coming in, lowering the clan castle, and now the queen is going to get to work. If you did notice, there was a balloon put in front of the Electro Dragon. That's called a coconut loon. A lot of times people will use those for their healers as well. In this case, the Electro Dragon cleared the sky, so there's no air mines that the queen has to worry about. But check it out. Rage spell often when you are using a queen walk or a queen charge, and you know this is a charge because the jump spell was placed and the queen can now enter the base. Notice another rage spell. The attacker wants the queen to take down that Inferno Tower before it melts her healers, then that would lose so much value. One of the things that's the most important about attack strategies that feature a queen walk or queen charge is you have to keep that queen up. The longer she stays up, the more value you're getting out of those healers, and a lot of times people will do a Lalo or an air attack behind a queen charge, and the problem with that, in my opinion, is if your queen goes down, those healers can't do anything. They can't actually heal up anything. They just kind of sit there. But when you're using miners or hog riders, the healers can still have some value and hop on top of the miners or hogs. Notice the queen funneled down the side of the base, so the miners are coming in. We have the siege barracks that was dropped right over here. That funneled down the base as well. So the queen got her job done. Now the miners and the siege barracks can come through and take down the rest of the base. We have a miner strategy, but there are hog riders coming out of the siege barrack, which makes it kind of a hybrid strategy. We also have the Grand Warden. That Eternal Tome ability is going to be huge when you get all of these mass troops coming on into the base. Really beautifully used right there. But notice the queen is still going. She's still making her way through the base, and she's gonna probably go until the very end of this attack. Her ability is intact. There's still a balloon, which could probably be dropped at any point in time to make sure that there's no air bombs or air mines that could beat up on our healers, but really, Knight knows at this point in time that the attack is going to be successful. Now, I didn't tell you guys this, but at the end of this video, I'm going to be doing a queen charge minor attack myself live in Legends League, and I'm going to see how well I can do. Wish me luck, guys. I'm known for these echo fails where when I'm doing things live, they just don't go right. Typically, it's fairly comical. But let's look at these guys' attacks first because they got it on point, and then I'll give it a shot myself. So we saw Town Hall 11, then 12, now on over to Town Hall 13, coming in with a Queen Walk P.E.K.K.A. minor attack. And look at that, the Super Wall Breaker was used to instantly break open that wall. I love those Super Wall Breakers. They are probably the only super troop that I personally will be using, and I guess I'll have to use them every other week. It's the only way I can actually get into a base without wall breaker fails. And look at the queen now. She's going to charge her way right on into this base. Notice these single target Inferno Towers. That's something you need to be careful of when you're queen walking or queen charging. You can't rage through a single target Inferno, so you're going to need to freeze it, or you're going to need to pop the queen's ability. Now, her ability was popped there. Unfortunately, the freeze was a little bit late, but she did end up taking down the clan castle troops, and she did end up getting the poison on top of them as well. Now, the queen's healers are taking a little bit of a beating because the queen is stuck there. So we're noticing that this Tesla, that Archer Tower, well, it's actually good now. They're targeting the queen, not the healers anymore. So the queen shall survive. Siege barracks coming on in with an extra P.E.K.K.A. They're going to clear out this side of the base. And what's happening is, with the queen charge, you're trying to funnel down the base, make a narrow entrance for the rest of the attack, which are going to be the miners. And really great use of that siege barracks right here. The king is doing a beautiful job funneling, and the queen, she's going to pop to that wall, and she's going to continue. There are no more freeze spells. There are no more queen abilities. So I anticipate the queen going down to that inferno tower, unless if these miners can get in there quickly. Look at the rage spell being dropped, so those miners go ham in the core of the base, and it looks like they did get there in time. So the queen did not get targeted by the inferno. Grand Warden's ability being used, and the healers are now jumping on top of that kill squad yet again, so it worked out nicely, just as if we were talking about it before. It looks like my strategy may be actually okay. Queen is getting a little bit low on health, but the healers could jump back on top of her. She's actually within the heal spell right now. Tons of miners left. The Royal Champion's there as well, which is a beautiful addition to Town Hall 13. And the healers, I'd love to see them hop. Oh, they're not. They're going with the kill squad of miners. I would have loved to see the healer jump right back on top of that queen to give her a little bit more of an extended life. But at this point in time, the base is just overwhelmed with miners, with heroes, with wizards, and even that minion. We can call that a winion up top if you wish. But the base, beautifully done. And started out with a pretty decent queen charge. Even though things went wrong in the beginning, the queen still was able to make it until the end of the attack, and you still get the healer value because those healers jumped on top of the miners when they entered the core of the base. But now it's my turn to go on in and to try and do my best to pull in a 3-star in Legends League, and this is not easy, guys. I don't get a lot of time to scout the base, to figure out how to attack the base. I basically grab the base and I have to do my attack. I got the 5 healers. I got the 1 balloon for the coconut loon. I got 6 minions and 1 goblin for cleanup on the back end. We have an electro dragon for funneling, and obviously I have a whole variety of siege units that I could use. Blimp if I need to do a bomb. We have the siege barrack for a good funnel, and we have the wall wrecker if I want to get my Valkyries and hogs into the town hall. Spells you can see: 2 rage and 3 heal. Wish me luck, guys. And before we get on in there, the best way to wish me luck is to throw a big thumbs up on the video. It helps me out both in the attack and on YouTube. Definitely on YouTube. Maybe not in the attack. And what do you know? I find myself a ring base, my least favorite kind of base. So right now I have to decide, do I want to go in from the clan castle side or from the eagle artillery side? And I think I'm going to choose the eagle side of the base. I'm going to also probably come in with a wall wrecker on this because I want to let the queen definitely get inside of this base. So let's start out with our queen. We're going to go with the coconut loon and the 5 healers. So that's going to get working a little bit. We're going to go ahead and use the electro dragon right over here. And I think it's time to get that wall wrecker. Just start opening up some of that wall. We could even get a minion right here trying to maybe pick that away. Yeah, there we go. And the queen is looking good. I want to have my rage spell, and that's also looking all right. We're going to pop the rage on the queen. She's going through nicely. Valkyries are going to go right there. They're going to take out the eagle, which is great. We really wanted to take that down. We're going to go freeze this. Valkyries can continue running around the base. Now, will the queen get into the core? That is going to be the question. I'm going to go with my king up top. And queen is still getting on in. She don't have a jump spell. So, yeah, we're going to have to pop the queen right there. And I think it's time to send the miners into the base. We're going to send a couple over here and then a bunch right up here, straight for that town hall. Let's see if we can actually get them in there. We're going to get the champion in as well. One more freeze spell. We're going to use it right here. The queen does go down. That's not good. We're going to go with a rage, and we are going to go with the Grand Warden right here, trying to make all of those troops invincible. Popping the champion, trying to take down the single inferno. It does not go down. Miners are going on through. We have to get the poison spell on top of the siege barracks and on top of those clan castle troops. And unfortunately, what is happening right now is what often happens to me when I'm doing these kinds of attacks. The miners, they don't get to the middle of this donut base, and I probably should have gone ahead and went with a battle blimp instead, because what you are experiencing right now is my echo fail. And last night I pulled, I have another heal spell too. Oh, rip. I don't know that it would have actually helped anyway. I tried my best, but this time it doesn't seem to have worked for me. Maybe I'll share, let me share with you guys one that worked, because that one was just straight up awful. Let me come over here to my log, and here we go. A nice 100%. Now this base went down pretty nicely. I wasn't even expecting to have the wall wrecker on this. It was I wasn't expecting that as a donation, but I got it. So I said, let's rock it, okay? Let's go ahead and use that. So we came in and we did exactly that. We used that. So I started with that E-Drag funnel, but I'm thinking maybe I should switch my funnel up to a P.E.K.K.A. Wizard funnel. I may get more value. I'm not sure. I may switch that up. So the queen, she's going to deal with all those air traps. Then I have the enemy queen in front of me, so I went with that nice rage spell. I wanted to take down the queen quick. I also wanted to make sure my queen stayed up, so we were safe. Dropped the freeze on top of the enemy queen as well. We're funneling down the top of the base with our king. Worked out beautifully, and then the wall wrecker straight into that eagle artillery. See, this all went really well, whereas the attack you just saw me do did not go really well, which is sad. It's sad, but it's reality as well. We gotta show it. We can't hide that kind of stuff. The wall wrecker does not get through the wall. The Valkyries are coming out. They're going to be on top of the... Oh, this was actually a P.E.K.K.A. and a Valkyrie in the siege in the wall wrecker. And Queen does not get into the core of the base yet because the base was not open. But it's okay. We have the miners that are going to be able to path through it. And here we come. Grand Warden and miners. Some of them are going to path towards the core and some of them are not. Queen is going to help out with keeping things going in the right way as well. Look at her. She's actually trying to pop through a wall right there rather than taking out those defenses, which was really weird. But now because the miners cleared out that path, the queen can make her way and try to get through that wall. It looks like she's going to pop her way through, and she's going to be clutch, taking down the town hall. Worked out really nicely, and the miners are still going to path on through the base. We have some minions down below cleaning up behind all those miners. And, well, the queen does grab that town hall. Worked out pretty well. Now she's dealing with the... Oh, she goes down. She can only last for so long, especially in one of my attacks. But then again, that value that we spoke of, the healers jumping on top of those miners, Grand Warden's Eternal Tome ability being used as well. I wanted both my healers and my miners to be invincible so they can get through some tough spots on the base, although I could have probably saved it. Either way, I wanted these healers to stay up and get as much value from that heal as I possibly could. We have one more heal spell, and I'm trying to save it for around this wizard tower or that mortar splash area. They could really do a lot of damage to the miners, so I was waiting, watching their health, and trying to see when they were going to be needing that extra buff, and that's going to be happening pretty soon. I wanted to wait a little longer, more towards the wizard tower, but the miners were getting low, so I decided to heal them up more quickly. Good thing that I did, because there was a giant bomb there as well. We'll take down the expo, we'll take down the final hero in the base, and then the miners will path through what's left. It was a little bit close towards the end. The Expo and the Wizard Tower were raining down on our troops. Time was very short, but we were able to get it done. I don't remember, but it was pretty darn close on the time. But we pulled it in. So there's proof I can actually pull in a triple with miners in a queen charge. But it didn't happen in my live, and that stinks. But either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today. Make sure you throw a like on it if you didn't. Come on, follow me over on Instagram if you're into the whole Instagram thing, because I am there. Links to everything are in the description of this video. And lastly, do not forget, I'm live streaming on Monday, Wednesday, Friday over on D Live at 12 p.m. Eastern Time until 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you want Clash every day on D Live, my boy Klaus is streaming as well, Tuesdays and Thursdays, same time. Links to both of our channels are in the description of this video. But we're out of here, guys. Check out this video before you go. And remember, be safe and be good.